Hello, it's Scott Manley here, and today we are looking at Starpoint Gemini Warlords, which is finally leaving early access and becoming a fully fledged and awesome game. It is, as you might imagine, the sequel to Starpoint Gemini 2, which is of course the sequel to Starpoint Gemini 1. Little Green Men Games, all they seem to do is make these Starpoint Gemini games, which are actually surprisingly good considering the kind of small, low budget. So Warlords has a big story. In this case, the one with the scenario, one with the tutorial is, after the aliens, they invaded the Sol system, etc, etc. It kind of gives you a background on the Starpoint Gemini universe. In this game, if you take the campaign option, you start with the Solari Confederacy? Solari Concord, sorry, yeah, Concord and Confederacy, very different. And, you're trying to kind of flex your muscles within a galaxy. And yeah, well, the game will show you that. So let's just see that happening. Now, you may have seen me previously cover Starpoint Gemini with some of the worst voiceovers I've ever heard in a video game, and you'll be happy to know, and you might be able to just catch a hint of this in the background, that they've significantly improved on their original voiceovers. Although the script writing is still, well, one bit of the story which has been available for the last year or so has of course been the intro where you fly out with the Icarus. It gets attacked by bad guys and you get to do some shooting, but eventually it falls. It's still embracing mediocrity at a level which would of course doom a movie, but is absolutely, totally acceptable for awesome video games. Now, I'll be clear that while there is a campaign and script, this is a small part of the game. I mean, it's a nice way to hang the story together and teach you the mechanics, but ultimately it is a big space sandbox game with huge ranges of size and spacecraft, lots of customization options. There is a territory management system, an ability to buy and install bases and everything. In terms of money making, you have pretty much all the usual options between taking missions for combat, buying stuff, trading stuff, mining stuff, building bases and keeping everything running. And yeah, there is that story there just to kind of get you started and let you experience the universe, get some hands-on experience in the universe rather. So yeah, this is extracted from a live stream. I'm obviously dubbing over what I said then because I was making jokes and asking people for what I should name my spaceship. Everybody decided, actually most of the people decided they wanted the Valkyrie. And as for a name, they came up with something which is, well, oddly relevant and yet completely unlikely to ever be a real spacecraft name because we all know it would curse them. This is going to be the Wayward Kerbal. You'll also notice that my dude, who is bald-haired, is named Jane. There's a long story behind that, but I'm not willing to go into it right now. But anyway, what I am willing to go into is how the game works. So yeah, you've got, your spacecraft. I'm controlling it with a mouse here. You can control it with a gamepad if you are so inclined. Only problem with the controls is that, well, other than just learning control difficulties, because I'm not very good, I'm not the young man I once was. It did have a problem with my X52 joystick that I use for Elite. It just kept on wanting to, I don't know, it wasn't really clear what was going on, but I had to unplug that before I got proper control of the game. And it may not be their fault, it may be due to some sort of interaction between the drivers for the keyboard or whatever. Regardless, I'm playing with mouse, and I have just seen an anomaly fly by. Let me track that down. Yeah, this is a gas pocket now. Of course, I'm on a mission, but, it's all free-formed. You can do whatever you like. You can completely ignore the missions and just start out trading. And there are specific starts that are designed to allow you to do that. If your entire dream is flying between a handful of stars and buying high and selling low... Wait, no. Buying low and selling high, then you'll be totally familiar with the level of work that this is required. One thing you will find scattered throughout the game are radial menus. They're basically everywhere for a lot of context-sensitive actions. When you point at a target, you basically you push the middle mouse button, and that brings up the relevant menu. And there should be an option in the radial menu which lets you go towards the target. But you'll also find options to scan targets, extract resources, teleport your troops over, teleport your troops back. There's, you know, it's basically all there. So anyway, the game proper starts with the destruction of the Icarus. You get recovered from the wreckage, you get to pick your name and your specialty, and then you end up ultimately getting demoted from being the captain or whatever, being commander of some large part of the ship, to being given a tiny crappy little ship, so that you have that option to perhaps work yourself back up by redeeming yourself.
Greetings, Captain. Welcome to Concordia.
Why, thank you. I find that polite space traffic control really takes the edge off having a near-death experience. Hail and well met. Glad you could make it, Blackwell. We have an urgent task to take care of. You're the boss, apparently. Intel has finished investigation of the Icarus attack and got the data over to me. The attackers used T-drives to flee, and as you know, these are impossible to trace. How convenient for storytelling purposes. But several ships misjumped. Their engines must have been damaged in the fight. So you have their location? Not exactly, but we do know where they went from there. From there, we'll rush the structure, knock out its defenses, and board it. Each of us will transport a team of our cyber specialists. Just in case something goes wrong, at least one team will survive. Okay. When any of the teams get the mainframe data, we'll get out of there as fast as possible. So, trader. Yeah, I can take Xenon. Yeah, I can sell all my Xenon. Bingo, see? Isn't that cool? And I can upgrade my ship and all that if I want, but I'm just leaving.
You're good to go. See you again.
Okay, so where are we going? That's our target. So I select go to, and it's going to start taking us that way. You know, I gotta say, Starpoint Gemini did miss a trick when they decided to label their navigation stuff waypoints. I mean, surely these should be star points, right? No? Or is Starpoint, I forget, is that a reference to a specific part of the mythos? Oh, we get some bad guys. Oh, what are these? Hopefully these are sitting ducks.
That's the installation. You know your targets. Engage.
Okay. I'm not in range. Oh, how do I enable Sublight? Oh, it's steering mode. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't see what I was shooting. Okay, here we go. This is surprisingly hard to do. I think I'll get the knack off it with a bit of practice, but right now I'm having a really hard time just staying on target. Yes! One target down. Okay, let's go after this one. Oh, there. That's the one that will destroy the defense platform. Excellent! Another defense platform. Now I feel like I'm flying. Excellent. These things are going down fast. This plan seems to be going like a well-oiled machine that tells the time like a clock. The armor is not taking much damage. So yeah, you have like directional armor and stuff, you have like full ship systems, you have power levels. Basically you have all the tropes that you have in these games. Like, it's not... But you can play it with a control pad if you want, you can play it with the keyboards. The only thing that I would say that I've had trouble with is I had to unplug my X-52.
There are more ships left. Join in.
I will! Where are the ships? There we go. Collect all. Yes, collect all. Oh crap, there's an asteroid there. Ah, excellent.
Defenses are gone. Everyone, get the specialists to the
Okay,
installation.
so we get the installation there, so we gotta send the assault squads in now. Where are we? Deploy troops. So I'm presuming that means deploy troops. So now you see that they're doing like this breach, retreat, advance thing. So I click on this, and they start to move in. That's pretty cool. Advanced successfully. Advance or retreat command bridge. I guess I just gotta click advance. Attempting to pillage the structure.
Excellent. We have what we came here for. The installation is rigged to detonate. Leave the area.
Okay! Get the heck out of here.
Affirmative. Engage Sublight.
Sweet! Mission successful! That's pretty cool. Great work, both of you. Why did the installation detonate? That wasn't part of the plan. So, should we just leave it like that so they can attack us again? Did you even see them? 3 of us beat them easily. They weren't going to attack anything anytime soon. You're Mr. Fair Play, even though you're called Jane. You gotta remind people all that all the time. Enough, it's done. No point in discussing it, especially not here. The destruction will ensure their friends don't know that we destroyed it, or what we came here for. Higgs, do a perimeter run and make sure there are no loose ends. Report to the Concordia afterwards. Copy. Meet me on Concordia. I'll go through the data by the time you get there. You clearly need some more time for reality to sink in. So think about it on the way there. You're no longer in control, Jane. Rainer out. So, you know, once you get through this is the tutorial right now. A lot of this is teaching you the game. But you have like a full-on map here. Oh, actually, here's some bad guys. Here's some, let's do that. Let's go and shoot these things here. Let's go and kill something. Oh yeah, a missile system. Oh, excellent. What do you say? Collect all. What do you say to the god of death? Not today. You do realize that you're broadcasting your... You do realize you're broadcasting that over open channels? Okay, enough of that dialogue. If there's anything worse than badly voiced voiceovers, well, it's me reading text. So yeah, what have we got? This is back at the station. We can, of course, do all the usual spaceship stuff. Sell the loot that we found, which is various pieces of high-tech loot and things from the periodic table that the developers thought should be included. You have a whole bunch of facilities here. You can, of course, mess around with your spaceship design. You can explore the sector with a star chart. There's a jobs board. You can buy stuff low and hopefully sell things high. There's also the ability to, of course, research, build ships. You know, the game is very deep. Like, Freelancer is very much you versus the world, whereas in Starpoint Gemini, you know, you're able to not just build better ships for yourself, but you're able to build a fleet and have those guys follow you around. Some of these are pretty expensive. This one I need level 22 to get to, so it is kind of like a role-playing game, at least in one way, in that you do have levels. Although I guess Freelancer had levels, right? Yeah, you get through, and I unlock skills and perks, which give me advantages, increases in damage and things like that. I do not have those right now, so no point in spending any time there. Anyway, for now, I'm ignoring the freeform part, and we are headed out to the main quest waypoint. So what the first officer basically tells us that you can fly this long distance immediately because it's like a special mission which is approved by the Concordia, like, bigwigs. I can use the T-Drive, which apparently I carry these things on board my spaceship, but they're locked behind a key that requires a code word from them to access or something. Point is, it lets me cut straight across the universe very quickly to get to where the fun happens. Oh look, and that gets me to level 2. I get 1 perk point and 1 skill point. So perks are things like improve my ship skills and things like that. Warfare, trickster, hacking, governing, just in case I want to settle down and run a system. And oh crap, okay, I accidentally upgraded my beams, which is something I don't have. But you can see here, yeah, the different sizes of ships there, many different kinds, corvette, frigate, all the way up to carriers. There's freighters and freightliners as well as a separate class, and you need to get higher and higher levels if you want to unlock access to those. Oh, we get fixer skill. I guess that's because of the background I chose early on as I was restoring my weapons. So Vanguard skills, shotgun is one that basically gives me ram, gravity pool. I should probably figure out how to actually access these. Oh, and then there's another one which is locked until level 5. I'm going to take shotgun because it sounds like more pew-pew, and pew-pew is what you really want in space. I mean, as you know, sound doesn't travel in space, so the only way the bad guys are going to hear your guns is if you open comms, and when you're shooting them, you go pew 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 pew. Like, that's serious. That's part of the Concordia military handbook. Ooh, and what is this? Looks like something... Actually, it's very hard. That could be really small or really big, because we have nothing to give us scale at this point. The camera pulling back would imply that it's big.
I've got Trace on the comm link. Patching him through.
And now we sit down to another conversation with Raynor Trace, my minder. There's a massive structure here. Well, I guess I now know that it's big then. Transponder says, Niyahi. And thanks to the magic of editing, you don't need to listen to me act this all out. I can just skip over it. Oh, except the Raynor does actually ask what my acting skills are like, despite listening to me act them badly. Okay, so part of the plan involves repairing this old pirate ship that's just floating around in space, the Zephyr. So get in close and use the context menu. So middle button. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is of course switching viewpoints by hitting the tab key. You can fly this like a space fighter if you like, looking forwards only. But in that case you're going to have a hard time kind of getting everything in front of you, that's the problem. So sending the crew in and they're going to invade the ship. Finally, my dudes are ready. We have the ship pirated and we're going to head it back to this giant space base thingy. So yeah, you can actually tell just how big that Niari structure is because we are not Niari yet, and it's really, really big. In fact, we are Fiari, and it looks, you can see the whole thing across the screen, so pretty darn big. But I guess I have to keep my distance because my friend will be doing all the flying and all the docking. Okay, oh, here we go. Incoming vessel, this is Niari Complex. We aren't reading your transponder. Identify yourself. Niari, this is Zephyr. We are heavily damaged and in need of repairs, requesting clearance to approach and anchor. Wait a second, wasn't the point of this whole thing to steal a pirate ship so that we would have their transponder and everything? Why would we then disable the transponder that we just, you know, invaded and hacked a ship to get? I'm noticing some flaws in this plot. But whatever. Okay, so our friends are doing their business in there. I mean, they might be doing their business in there. Maybe they're like, I'm pooping on you. We are reading transponder energy signatures. What are you doing exactly? We're being suspicious. Yes, we sent over a repair key. Why don't you dock? Okay, yeah, this is going south quickly. I don't think she believes us. Your crewmen are wandering around. What the devil are they doing? They're just looking for materials. Yeah, if I have the diplomacy skill, I would be able to really get her on my side. There's a commotion! Zephyr to away team, get ready for urgent transport. Niari security is on its way. Okay, quick! Get out of here! It's a Corvette Valnier. New into... Okay. So we're gonna get in close, and we have a ship, I think, to defend? And, wait, am I moving in? I am moving in. Maybe I need to use Sublight. Hold on. Wait, where's my Sublight skill? There it is, there.
Engaging Sublight.
There's probably a key combo for that, which I haven't tracked down. Sublight is nice, because you really need to close that distance quickly. Okay, so... we have got 3 hostile ships here, and I'm trying to turn my spacecraft. I'm basically flying the spacecraft with my left hand on the keyboard, and part of the problem is that W and S control pitch, and I tend to find that W and S in most games controls... oh! Makes you go faster and slower. So I'm really confused. Let's target that. There, this is me from, like, front eye view here. And we get incoming missiles. Oh. And I don't actually have a way to defend against them. Not good, not good, not good. Okay. So yes, Starpoint Gemini Warlords. It launches today, I believe. And incidentally, Starpoint Gemini 2, the previous game in the series, is available for free. They are very similar, at least in terms of their looks. They both have a bag full of sci-fi spaceship ideas here. Like, they're really receptive at listening to the community that has ideas.
Ammo depleted.
Uh-oh, and I am running out of ammo. I bet you some person from the community was like, you should have limited ammo so that Scott Manley doesn't just kill everything, because that would make it too easy, right? And you can see those guys are really hitting my rear shields, and despite my turning abilities, I'm not... there we go. So you can adjust your speed and everything to get better turning. Look, it's very clear that I am in serious trouble here, so I'm probably just going to finish this video up now so that you don't see whether I live or die. After all, maybe you want to see more, maybe you want to see what happens next, or maybe you watched it all on Twitch. Until the next time, I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.